world-renowned everything and chef. It's overcast outside and probably 87 degrees. You know what that means? It's fall. And do you know what fall means? It's time for that tasty, tasty stew. Today I'm going to show you how to cook a stew passed down to me through my ancestors. The ingredients you'll need are cubed meat, whole carrots. I don't want them, but my mom wants me to put them in there. I really don't want them. Potatoes, garlic cloves, one whole onion. You'll need that olive oil, and don't forget a can of tomatoes. The other thing you'll need is a small selection of knives, as well as several utensils. We'll want a spatula, a ladle, and probably a wooden spoon. The other things you'll need are pots and pans. These. Now you won't need these pots and pans right now, so clear off your working space. Now if you're like me and you don't have a cutting board, you can always use a plate. Now first, you want to have a bowl. That way you can put any peelings or scraps in there, put in your compost or to feed to the sweatshop workers. Now first, peel your potatoes. I like to use a potato peeler because I believe in technology, but some people don't because they don't believe in technology. They still believe that the earth is flat. I find that interesting. I don't know what the government's role in saying that the earth is flat is, but it's probably not good. Now that you're done peeling the potatoes, you should wash them all. Now, much like Jeffrey Dahmer, you should cut them into tiny little pieces. Now that you've chopped up all the potatoes in nice small cubes, add them to your pot. This main vessel will cook the stew in. Take it over to your sink. Add just enough water to bathe it, but not to drown it in. Because there's a difference between bathing and drowning. Drowning takes longer. Bathing doesn't take that long. Put it on here, and put it on high. Take the plate you were using for the potatoes, and go ahead and wash it off. There's not much dirt or anything, but I don't like the starch that's left over on there. Take your onion, go ahead and slice it in half. Makes the peeling easier. Also, try not to cut your hands. My hands are incapable of cutting because I've damaged them so much over the years. But I know some of y'all have weaker hands than I do. Also, go ahead and cut off the root part. These onions are really getting to my eyes now, and my vision is getting blurry, and as well as my eyeballs sting profusely. But that's okay, because I know in the end that this onion's gonna taste good, because it's got many layers.
Just like an ogre.
Just like an ogre. Take your garlic cloves. I have 4 of them here. Go ahead and peel them, which is ridiculously hard. Have you ever tried peeling these? I think we need to manufacture a better way. There's got to be some GMO or steroid or something we can give to the garlic so it's easier to peel. People seem to be against that, but I'm all for it. I don't mind eating mutated chicken. I think it tastes better, as well as beef.
People are all about organic for some reason. I think it just costs more. That's the only difference I see. But you know, people like things that cost a lot of money. I've noticed people like Rolexes. People also like expensive cars, and I have neither of those. And I think no one should personally, and that's why I've started the philosophy of libertarian communism. Now, libertarian communism is interesting because we believe in the absolute right of the individual as long as the government says you have that. I think we need a large government that sets up that there should be no large government. Oh look, our potatoes boiling. We want to leave it boiling for a good long time. That way we make sure it's good and soft. Because otherwise, no one likes crunchy potato unless it's fried. Then everybody loves crunchy potatoes. I don't remember where I was.
Libertarian communism.
Oh, libertarian communism. The thing was, I was reading Marx, and I found a lot of things bad with it, like that didn't make all that much sense. But a lot of people like Marx, and I like people like me, and so I thought if I could just take that, but have almost anarchy involved with it, I thought that'd be better, you know? Because then people could like me, but I could also, you know, like individual liberties and freedoms and stuff. But, you know, that's cool. Now that you have all your onion and your garlic diced, take that and the meat over here, as well as the olive oil. Add just a little bit of olive oil because you're not frying it. You just don't want it to stick to the bottom. Olive oil also adds a little flavor to it. If you don't have olive oil, I'd suggest using butter because butter is delicious. Even though people are against butter now because they don't want the world to be flavorful. People are against a lot of things and for a lot of things without thinking about the consequences. I'm tired of that. And that's why in libertarian communism, we'll have complete control over what people think as long as they think it freely. In this point in the process, we're browning the meat. You don't want to fully cook it. You want to bring it to a rare, medium rare sort of level because it will do more cooking in here. But you also don't want it just purely boiled because then it makes the meat a little bit tougher in my opinion and just not taste nearly as good. This also helps by mixing all the flavors of the onion and the garlic with the meat. And here in a second I'm going to show you how I also season it in this stage. Waiting for ingredients to cook, it sometimes gets boring. That's why I like to mix it up with some relaxing music. Alexa, play some relaxing music. Now we're gonna want to season it. I like to add a little chili powder just so it gives a little extra spice to the meat. Black pepper, salt, and some basil. Always a great flavor combination. Put lots of it. People worry about over-seasoning. I worry about under-seasoning. Because what is life without the spice? The spice of life is spices. Okay? In the South, we don't use measuring. We just keep on pouring until some bad Facebook meme gets made about how we don't add and measure seasoning in the South. And the old ladies share it. And I don't know why I'm on Facebook. There's nothing on there. I don't know why I'm on any social media. I don't know why I'm making this video. Nobody cares. Nobody loves me. The world is a lie. I don't understand anymore. Now that our seasoning and everything is done, take it off the heating element. Let it sit there because the potato's not quite done. And we'll work on the carrots. steam for the sinuses. Now, add in your meat, onions, and garlic that you prepared earlier. Now that you have it at a boil, we're going to add a little bit more salt. It's not nearly salty enough. Stir it one last time. Turn your heat down to a medium or lower medium, let's say a 4. Now you're going to want to cover it with the lid and let it simmer for about an hour or so. This will allow all your flavors to mix. With all this free time, you should watch your favorite show or movie. I, for instance, am watching my favorite movie, Tall Girl. Wow, that movie was weird, but now your stew's all done. I like mine with pepper sauce, but if you can't handle it, that's okay. Not everybody can be as manly as I am.